this masterpiece of a matcha bowl. You don't want to know how much this cost, okay? Anyway, hi guys. Today we are doing kind of like a reset, like getting back into a routine of some sort. Don't know what kind of sort, because my life right now feels a little bit like I'm just waiting to move, to be completely honest. Like I move out of this place in less than 3 weeks, and then we actually move in 2 weeks later. So I feel like we're gonna work with what we can, okay? But recently I've just felt like I've kind of pushed all of my like healthy routines to the side. I feel like it's a mix of so many things. Like, first of all, the moving. It's just, there's so many moving pieces and so much to do when it comes to that. And then also just mentally, I'm just like waiting to move. You know, I'm like, oh, I'll start this back up when I move, when we're in the new place and it's all gorgeous and beautiful. Like, I'm not really living in the moment because I'm just so excited to move. And then everything in this place is starting to annoy me and I'm just rotting away. And I don't want to do that. I want to work with what I've got, okay? And live in the present. So that is part of it. And then the other part is like being in, it's not like super new, but like a newish relationship where you've been together for like less than a year and it's all still like you want to be together all the time. I've never really experienced that. Like I've always been very, very independent. And this time is a little bit different. Okay, I want to be with that man all the time. And we have collectively gotten a little lazy with our own like working out and doing things for ourselves. I'll speak for myself. He's very busy, but whatever. We both live in separate places. So it's like the constant planning of like who's going to go to whose place. And then my routines get thrown off because he's either here or I'm there. And in my mind, like I can't have those routines when I'm with someone, which is bizarre and like not true. So we're gonna fix that because I really noticed that I'm like missing some of that. Obviously, you adjust your life a little bit when someone else enters it in such like an intimate way, but I want to keep up with the things that make me feel my best, basically, whether I'm with someone or not. So that's the plan, the quest for today. I want to get back to working out and like moving my body, eating healthy. We're gonna do a little bit with my appearance and like my home for the time being, get it a little bit cleaned up so it feels fresh and nice. We're gonna look at my goals, my budget, update all of that, adjust it if it's necessary. I just want to feel like I'm back on track and I've got it all down. Like I know what's happening. I know how I'm feeling. I know what I want and what I need to focus on moving forward. I hope that all sounds good to you. So let's actually get started. I'm going to finish getting ready and then we'll do it all. I'm really, really excited. I've been looking forward to this day for a very long time. Alrighty guys, our first order of business, besides everything I've literally already done this morning, feeling good, is a bit of a cleanup, okay? I always tend to start with this just because clean space, clear mind works every time. And I've got a few things I need to take care of because it's really annoying me. Okay, we need to do some laundry, change my bedding, and I've got a pile of stuff waiting for me to deal with. So we're going to do this now and I'm really excited just to get it done because this has been on my mind for a while and we're finally doing it. Alrighty guys, the bedroom has been cleaned up, the laundry is put away, and then I'm just letting my bed air out. For now, I'll open the windows obviously, put the fresh sheets on later, and I'll also spray them with this. I got this off of ASOS. It's called a Super Sleep and it basically has 2 different sprays in one. I actually need to mark which one I prefer because I always forget. But yeah, this is really, really good. Kind of like a lavender vibe, you know? very relaxing. And now we need to tackle the last bit of this quick cleanup, which is what I've been dreading all this time, okay? Brace yourselves. Ta-da! I promise I'm not a trash hoarder, okay? This is from my declutter, which I've just completed, and I made a whole video, posted it, so it's my last video. I'll link it down below if you want to watch me declutter my whole apartment. And this is the stuff that I have not put in the trash yet or like donated. So I need to get some of this in the trash, some of it in my car. I've been putting it off because my trash is like a bit of a walk away because we recycle in this country. It's good for the planet. I know, it's just so annoying sometimes. I am getting ready for the day, obviously. I'm so excited to have a bathroom with lighting that doesn't look like it's been created with a toaster. I feel like for me, a reset kind of starts with external. Okay, hear me out. Like a decluttered, organized space, and then also appearance. And then once I have that, I'm like, okay, I feel like a new person and I'm ready to fix everything else that's, you know, going on in my life. Let's get out of here. I can't stand this lighting. So I made a hairdresser appointment and a skin treatment appointment. I drank a lot over the weekend, okay? There was some parties going on and my skin is suffering. So we made those 2 appointments. With my hair, I'm just getting it toned because I like the color, or like how it's been colored. Just like a tone so it's not as brassy as it is now. I like a more beigey color. And then I do like my hair long like it is now, but it does need a trim and like a bit more shape, I think. That's done. And then I have an event coming up and I just thought of the cutest outfit. I got this package like a few days ago, so like I haven't gotten the chance to like properly style the pieces yet. So I thought I would show you everything I got because I feel like you guys always ask for like fashion outfit inspo and for me to show my outfits. But this one is, I think, one of the greats, okay? This gorgeous jacket. Then simple white t-shirt, which I have on. And then these jeans, which are like a perfect match. These are different brands. That's why it clicked. And then a cute little brown belt with a cute bag. Like, do you see what I mean? This is literally a denim inspired wool jacket. This is actually from LILYSILK and they sent me this whole package. So everything that I'm going to show you is from them. Let's start with the sports set that I got. This I know I will wear all the time on my walks. It's their Heirloom 89 half zip pullover. This literally has natural silk fibers woven directly into the cotton terry fabric, which makes it so comfortable. And then the outside is like a very breathable cotton terry. It's also instant cooling, no cling, not itchy, and machine washable. The bottoms are these shorts, which unfortunately I got in too big of a size, so definitely stick to your normal size. They have a little drawstring on the inside and they're just really, really comfy. And then I got a couple of things in their silk jersey material. This is their Silk Breeze Jersey Relaxed Lounge Top, and I actually wore this in the morning because it's so comfortable. The best way I can describe this material, it's lighter than cotton but cooler than linen, so it's perfect if you're like hot all the time, which I am. It's very stretchy, breathable, it doesn't cling to you. You can also get the matching shorts and like just look how comfortable that looks. This is their slim fitted silk jersey tee. It's just like the perfect fit, like the perfect length. The sleeves are the perfect length, like it gives you a little bit of a structure, and it is so comfortable. I could easily wear this as pajamas, but obviously not gonna do that because it's beautiful. Then we've got the long sleeve version. This is a little less slim. I would obviously tuck it in with this outfit, but I wanted to show you the length. It's just like a normal length. I would love to have this in multiple colors, and I feel like this will be perfect for the winter, like the perfect layering piece to have under sweaters to make the whole experience so much more comfortable. These are the silk wool tweed blend trousers, and they're just like straight down, the perfect length, perfect width. Like A little bit high-waisted, not too much. They're such good quality and they're a lot warmer than all the other pants like this that I own, so I feel like I'll wear this a lot in the winter. This is called the Baby Cashmere Polo Shirt. It has gorgeous buttons, kind of like a standard length, and it's so cute. I feel like I'll wear this all the time, and it's cashmere, which obviously is amazing quality. It will last you forever and keeps you really, really warm. Those are all the items that I got from LILYSILK. They will definitely like reset my wardrobe a little bit, but they're so comfortable and wearable and like really, really high quality. I'll link all the items that I showed you down below, and make sure to check the description box for all the discount codes, and you can stack my code on top for extra savings. Check everything out, and thank you so much to LILYSILK for sponsoring. Alrighty guys, my space is fully clean. I have made myself a yummy matcha. I got this matcha in Japan and it is so good. I'll try to figure out if you can buy it online, and I'll link like the name down below. Anyway, we're moving on to the next step of this getting back on track, reset sort of thing, and that is updating my budget. I pretty much do this every single week anyway. It's a Monday today, which is when I usually do this. And I actually have not updated it since, let's see, September 6th. It is now September 22nd. So I have to go through all of my transactions since then and like figure out how much I've spent in which categories. And then I thought we'd look at my actual budget for next month, because I do set my budget differently every single month depending on what's going on in my life. And with moving and all the like new apartment expenses, I want to adjust it and be a little bit more strict with myself in certain areas. The second thing is fashion, and I have a couple of things that I've had on my like wish list in my mind, and I do have a little wish list on Notion, so I just want to put it all in there so that I only spend my money on that when it comes to fashion. We've got priorities over here, and also financial goals. I thought we'd kind of review and see what I really want to focus on in the next 3 months. That's usually my busiest time of the year anyways. Alrighty, now let's actually open up my October budget. I use the Coplanty budget. I'll link it down below. You can get 10% off with my code Nika10. So if you're interested, you can get some extra money off. It works even if it's already discounted. So just a little heads up. But I love this budget so much. This number is not accurate, so ignore that. I just put in my income here. My savings, I just put everything into either investment or it's like from interest rates basically. So that's why I have two categories. These are like graphs that you see once you put in all the numbers. And then I don't have any debt, so this is empty, thankfully. And then I've got my bills category and then my expenses category. So my bills are pretty much the same every single month. So I'm just gonna copy that from last month. I'll do that off camera just because I feel like this part is a little personal. Then you just put your transactions in here and it calculates everything into the actual table that you can see right here. And then obviously all the graphs are updated. We move in the beginning of November. So that is an important thing to note here. I'm mostly going to be buying groceries just for myself, and I'm still going to be spending some money on takeout because I'm still going to live here. And it's not really something I plan to cut down that much because I've been like away so much that if I buy a lot of groceries, they just go bad. So I ordered takeout a lot, which is obviously not the best, but this will be the last month we do this, which is very exciting. For groceries, I usually put in 250, and that's usually enough, or I'm a bit under, depending on how much I'm home. You know, dining out, I actually have not been dining out a lot at all, so we're gonna do 100 for that. I think that should be more than enough. Let's do 120 to be on the safe side, because I do plan to go work from cafes a bit more this upcoming month because I'm very productive there and I have a lot to do. The takeout is going to be pretty high. Let's do 180. For workouts, I need to purchase my Pilates pass. With that and like potentially going to badminton, which I would love to do, we're going to do about 115. Reformer Pilates is so expensive in Slovenia. It was so cheap in Denmark, which is crazy because Denmark is really expensive. But with health, I have a couple of supplements I need to repurchase, and supplements are pretty expensive. So we're gonna do 50. I think I need to buy 2 different ones, so that should cover it. Experiences. I don't think there'll be many experiences this month because there'll be a lot of work and like moving. We're gonna do 35 just to be on the safe side. I don't know what this would be, honestly, but maybe a little weekend thing. Travel will do 150 just because I am planning to go to London for like a very short amount of time, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going yet and when I'm going. All depends on like moving and the whole, like my life is in shambles right now. Like I just don't know what's going on and like when we're doing what. That's why this budget is all over the place, but that usually covers like all the expenses to get me to and from London. So we're gonna put that here. And then home decor. This is gonna be very high and I don't even know how much to put here because there's so many things to buy, like vacuum cleaner, toasters. We're gonna go to like Zara Home, H&M Home, IKEA. Like I'm sure we'll find so many things because obviously there's so much to buy when it comes to a new place. Let's do 700. Maybe this is like a complete exaggeration, but we also need to buy like AC, and if we do that in October, this will be in the thousands. Okay, so this is up in the air. We might have to adjust this. Donations. I actually donated a lot this month, so we'll put that at a 0 just because there's a lot of different expenses in October. And then gifts. Let's see if we have any birthdays coming up in October, or oh, it's my sister's birthday in the beginning of November. My sisters and I give each other pretty expensive gifts, so but this is going to be an expensive month. Okay, fashion. Is this going to be enough? I don't know. Beauty. I don't need anything unless I need to repurchase something that I run out of. So we're going to do 25 to be on the safe side. Beauty treatments. I have a hairdresser appointment, but I'm not getting my hair dyed. So we're going to do 80. I'm just getting a tone and a haircut. And I don't know if that's going to be enough, but here's to hoping and praying. Miscellaneous spending. This is always something like unpredictable that comes up. So we're going to do 35 for that. Again, just be on the safe side. Transport should be 0 because this is like taxis and public transportation, which I don't really need. So that is that. Altogether, that is very expensive because there's also all of the bills. Alrighty guys, upon further reflection, I would just like everyone to know that I decided to completely cut off any available funds in the fashion category, okay? I felt a bit silly putting that in considering how many other expenses we have, and there is nothing I need so urgently. The areas we need to figure out is sleep, food, exercise, and not overcomplicate it and make it like impossible for me to stick to, because once again, I don't think I'll be able to be in like a very solid routine until I actually move. I literally have my journal here, okay? So sleep, we're doing 11 p.m. That's like a perfect time for me. If I wake up at 7, which is what I prefer to do when I have like a busy day, I get 8 hours of sleep, which is perfect. I used to go to badminton every Saturday morning with my friend Anya, and then I would go to Pilates, Reformer, like twice a week, and then I would run sporadically whenever I wanted to, or go on a hike, or go climbing. Like I was very, very, very active, and I would like to keep that going. It's just hard to schedule things when you're all over the place and like stick to a time that I set for myself if I make a plan with badminton or Pilates. My goal is to go to at least 1 reformer class per week, okay? One of my goals is something that I've been ignoring, and it's to be consistent with doing like morning stretches. And I have some like shoulder exercises and like neck exercises that my boyfriend gave me. He works in sports, so I trust him. I've been having a lot of pain for like a long time, and we're finally like addressing it, and I think it would be very helpful if I was actually consistent. It's something that I used to do every single morning, like morning yoga, and I felt so much better, and it was a goal that I set at the beginning of the year that I would do this every single day. And I cannot say that I've accomplished that at all, like not even a little bit. So I think if I actually focus on that it would be amazing. And it's something that I don't really need any equipment for. Like, I can bring my yoga mat anywhere. I think that's gonna make me feel like I actually am doing something for myself and I'm being healthy. And then I would like to get back into running. I have an app that I love. So I have the Nike Pro Run Club app. The program I'm gonna do is a literal beginner running program, because one of the issues that I have when I get back into running, I run way too quickly for like how in shape I am for running, and then I just hate it. Also gonna book the reformer class for this week on Thursday. We've got that scheduled. I'm gonna put it in my calendar so I do not forget. Now we need to figure out the food situation, which is the trickiest part. As like a little bit of a control freak and type A person, this pains me. Like not having a set routine, not knowing where I'll be in like 3 days, where am I sleeping? I don't know. Okay. I literally just wrote a list of things that are easy for me to make, that don't go as bad as quickly. And I came up with 4 breakfast options and then 4 lunch/dinner options that are like really easy to make, quick. Some like Asian inspired meals. We've got like lentil pasta. We've got quite a bit of tofu, seafood. I feel like a good mix. So I'm gonna get my ass out the door and we're gonna go grocery shopping, even though it is a busy time of the day. So I'm probably gonna sit in traffic, but I just want to get this done. That man is looking at me. We've arrived at grocery store number 1, and I'm embarrassed. Alrighty guys, everything has been secured. I just did not find cucumbers and udon, which I never find anyway. I have to order it every time. I don't know why. But yeah, happy that's done. And now we go home, put everything in the fridge, and I also bought something for our home. I just went to check a few things. I was searching for like the storage for bread. Don't know how that's called. Did not find that, but I did find some more like decor type of thing, which is not necessary for us to buy right now, but I could not help myself. So. Alright guys, it is fully dark now, so apologize for the lighting, but we've got quite a bit more to do today. I wanted to show you what I got. Which do we need? That we made like a table on Notion of like the things that we absolutely need. We've like categorized it by like how much we needed. This didn't even make it on the list. I got a candle. And I just thought this would be like the perfect candle for the kitchen, honestly, because it's whipped pistachio and it smells delicious. Like I want to eat this. It is pretty sweet. I'm not usually like into sweet candles, but this one is so good. And I love this brand. It's Woodwick. And one of the like points of these candles is that the wooden wick crackles as it burns. I'm really excited. It smells like I've baked something, which I don't really bake. Hopefully, I'll get into it in the new kitchen. This kitchen is just so tiny. Like I hated whenever I would try to bake something and I didn't really have an oven. So I never got into the baking era. The only thing that is still on my to-do list is to update my goals to figure out where we're at and what I want to focus on for the last quarter of the year, and then create a master to-do list of all the like things I can think of that have to get done that I've been avoiding or I just haven't gotten started with yet, that are either connected to my goals or like random things that I've been putting off. So we're gonna go back to my dining table and do that now because I need space. So I've changed my outfit. I want it to be really comfy. This is from LILYSILK. It's like the really silky, nice, comfy t-shirt. I wanted to go over the goals that I set for myself at the beginning of the year and like see where we're at and create a huge to-do list of like all the things that I can think of that I have to do until the end of the year, basically. Just to paint a little bit of a picture, okay? At the beginning of the year, I was doing a lot better, but we were still not doing well. And my main wish for the year, I have my vision board on top here, was to just really focus on myself, get to a really good place where I'm happy and healthy and feeling really good and having like a rich life, like a life full of hobbies and things that I'm doing for myself, time with my friends. I wanted to be really active. When I was setting the goals for 2025, it was honestly pretty hard for me to realize what a year I would have. Like, so many things changed in my life and it was just hard for me to even like see where my life is gonna go. So that's why I think this year has not been the biggest success when it comes to goals getting achieved, but I have accomplished the main thing, which was my yearly theme, which is renewal, like feeling like I have a rich new life that I've built kind of from scratch because it kind of burned down last year. I have some relationship photos on here, and this was not even something I thought would happen this year. This was more of like, I just wanted to be open to potentially going on a date or like opening my heart up to that. And I got a boyfriend randomly. Like, it came out of nowhere, honestly, and out of the blue. And I'm very happy, but I just had no idea where I was gonna be. So I'm just like, I feel like I have a whole new life, like a new and improved life in so many ways. I feel like that's more than enough. So any of the goals that I've set is just like a bonus if I've accomplished them, honestly, because so many of these things that I just talked about, I didn't really set as my goals because it's like, how are you gonna track really feeling better? I just wanted to say that because I feel like it gives a lot of context as to where I was at and where we're at now. This is my life design planner that I designed on Notion. I always have it linked below. I feel like I talk about it all the time. So if you want to hear more about it and see if it's up your alley, if you like what you see, I'll link down below a video where I go over the whole thing. If you're interested, go down below. I actually checked off 3 goals already. They're all financial goals. One was a net worth goal, one was a income goal, and then like a little milestone that I wanted to reach. So I achieved 3 of those, and I have 2 more financial goals. I set a lot of financial goals. One is to save 55% of income, which I have not done at all. I think we're gonna be around like 40%, which is still good. This was just a very expensive year. Like, hobbies, very expensive. I went on a huge trip to Hawaii and Japan that was insanely expensive, and then now moving, like, this is just not gonna happen. And I'm happy I've done and I'm doing all those things. And then invest monthly. Obviously, this is a yearly goal, so I can't check it yet. This year has not really been career focused for me, so these are all the goals that I've set, and I have not done any of these. I do really want to focus on both of these, maybe do a course, most likely not, and do another Notion template instead that I can share with you guys. And I already have the rough outline of it, so I think that's definitely going to happen. I need to figure out if the course is like the best idea for me right now. It would be a very specific one, but I don't want to give it away because I do really want to make it. I'm just not sure if it's going to work with all the other things. That is where a lot of my effort is going to go. And then the daily stretching shoulder exercises that I already talked about in this video, that's the biggest priority. Working out 2 times a week, I already had that like habit down. It's so easy for me to now get back into it. And then I recently added moving as another goal. It was on my wish list before. It's literally right here. And I decided to write it as a goal because there's still so many things that I need to do to get to that point. And this planner has a whole like goal setting system and then a whole like progress tracker. So this is just an example, like I need to buy a vacuum cleaner. This is a task. Then you mark when you'll complete it and the deadline, and then you can mark the status. And then once it's done, you can check it off and it shows you the percentage of the things you have done already. And then you can just copy this into your to-do list for whenever you are planning your weeks. So that's my favorite part of this planner, is just that the goals are really integrated into your schedule so that you don't just forget about them. Now I want to create a master to-do list. This is basically like all the things that I can think of that I have to get done in the next, like until the end of the year, basically. So I take like website redesign and I write down all the things that I have to do to make that happen. I like to brainstorm it in my journal first. I just like physically writing it, and then I go in and I write like all the steps basically, so I can easily track it and then put it in my to-do list. So I'm gonna play some like cozy fall music, maybe some folklore would be nice, like write this down. Alright guys, it is 9 p.m. I am so tired and so full. So I'm gonna go to bed, take off my makeup, take a shower, and then go to sleep. So I can wake up at 7 a.m. tomorrow, do my little stretching shoulder neck exercises, and basically continue the track that we're on. And those are like the two habits that I want to focus on building, as I already said. I'm excited to do that tomorrow, but I did write the master to-do list right here. So I just write the category, so like moving, and then I list all the things that I need to get started with. There's obviously more that I need to do in each category, but I just wanted to write the first few steps. So I'm going to put this into my life design planner tomorrow so I can track everything. I'm excited to see where we're at the end of this year, especially when it comes to these goals, because I feel like the next 3 months are going to be really busy with moving already and all the work I do every single day anyway. And now with all these extra goals that I set at the beginning of the year, we'll see what we can do and what we'll have to either leave behind or move to next year. I'm feeling pretty confident though. I think we can get a lot of them done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had a good time with me today. If you did, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. You can also check out my Instagram if you want to see more of my personal life and hopefully more content, which I've been saying and promising for years. Not years, months. Many, many months. And I'm going to see you really, really soon.